What's going on YouTube? Josh here checking in, back with another video for you guys. Today we're going to talk about a topic that affects us all. Calluses, right? The reality is that if you've been lifting for any amount of time, you know that calluses are an issue that you're going to have to deal with when it comes to lifting. So what can you do to make sure that you don't have crocodile hands, or that you're not going to lift that big deadlift PR and your hand rips open? What do you do to make sure that doesn't happen? Well, fortunately for you guys, I took a sacrifice. I have done nothing for my calluses for the past several months to build them up to a condition that you'll see on the screen now. Now, I'm going to show you guys the method that I use to make sure that I don't get calluses to that level. So that way my hand doesn't rip open. Because quite frankly, that has never happened to me. It's not because I don't lift heavy, it's not because I don't go hard, it's because I take care of them. So what are you gonna need? Real simple. Just some warm water, some moisturizer, as well as a callus shaver and a pumice stone. Those last two you might not have, so you can pick those up at your local pharmacy, CVS, Walgreens, something like that. They even have them online, but they tend to be a little bit more expensive. Honestly, I found that they're cheapest at Walmart at about $3 to $4 a pop. So for around $6, you can really take care of your calluses and you'll be all set to go. So without further ado, I'm gonna go over the video where I show you guys step by step how do you handle your calluses so that way you can keep them hands nice and smooth and prevent those calluses from ripping.
Alright, so here are our supplies. Since we're going to start off with the callus shaver, it's important that you take a warm shower prior to doing this, or at least soak your hands in some warm water for a few minutes. That will help moisten up your skin and it'll make this process much easier. So as you can see here, basically you're just going to keep your hand nice and flat. You're going to start off at the edge of the callus, apply some downward pressure, and basically pull back towards you. Now, as you can tell here, if you have a big callus, it'll just kind of come off in one sweep there. You're probably going to have to go over it several times, even for the same callus, just to get kind of the edges and things like that. But for any major calluses, this will do the majority of the work. Now, after that, you're going to move on to the pumice stone. And this is going to act essentially like sandpaper. So you're basically just going to rub back and forth and clear off any remaining bit of callus. This will basically smooth out your hand and make it look a little bit more even. So from here, you're just going to continue doing that. One thing that you may have noticed is my hand appeared a little bit moist, and that's actually not so beneficial. You want your hand to be drier when you're doing this. So you're going to actually see in this next clip right over here, I've actually dried off my hand and it's working much better. You'll see here, the dead skin piles up, and when you're doing the rubbing, you'll actually feel some warmness, some heat from the friction, and that's good. So from there, you're basically just going to wipe off your hands. Next step is some moisturizer. Throw that on and you are good to go. So as far as this technique goes, basically you're going to perform this as needed. So if you train a lot, you might have to do this as much as once a week. Some people might only have to do it once a month. But anyway, that's the technique. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you like the video. If you have any questions, be sure to post them below, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Check out those hands, good as new.